Ladies, let's be real for a second. Few things sting more than when a man suddenly starts ignoring you. One day he's texting you all the sweet things, making plans, acting like you're the only woman in his world. And then out of nowhere, silence. No reply, no calls, just confusion. And I know that in those moments, your mind races. Do I text him first? Do I demand answers? Do I sit here waiting for him to finally remember my worth? But here's the truth. The way you react when a man pulls away will either humble his ego or feed it even more. It will either raise your value in his eyes or make him believe he can treat you however he wants and still keep you around. So today, I'm going to break this down for you. Why men really pull away, the mistakes most women make in that moment, and most importantly, exactly what to do so that his silence makes him question his choices, not your worth. 1. Stop forcing clarity. When a man starts ignoring you, your instinct might be to chase him for answers. What's wrong? Did I do something? Why are you distant? But Queen, let me tell you, demanding clarity from a man who is already pulling away is like trying to hug smoke. You'll only end up frustrated, confused, and powerless. Here's why. Men rarely tell the full truth in these moments. Some will lie just to keep you as a backup option. Others will soften the truth, saying things like, "You're amazing, but I'm just not ready right now." But that doesn't give you clarity. That gives you false hope, and false hope keeps you stuck. So here's the rule I want you to live by. If it's not a clear yes, it's a no. Period. Because real clarity doesn't come from his excuses. It comes from your ability to look at his actions and decide what you deserve. If he's confused, let him be confused alone. You choose peace. 2. Check your own ego. It's easy to think, oh, he's ignoring me to test me. He's playing games. He wants control. But pause for a second. What about your own ego? Sometimes the real pain isn't that he pulled away. It's what your ego makes it mean. Your ego whispers, "Why isn't he choosing me? I want him to see I'm the best. I want him to regret this." But that's not love, Queen. That's a cry for validation. And here's the truth. If tomorrow a man walked into your life who was kinder, more consistent, more attractive, more everything, you wouldn't even think about the one ignoring you. Why? Because your ego got its validation somewhere else. This is the trap. When your value depends on who texts you back, you give all your power away. So next time you feel that ache, ask yourself, is this my heart talking or my pride? Because often it's not love being rejected, it's your ego feeling bruised. True healing comes when you flip the script. A man who ignores me is simply not aligned with the love I deserve. And that's not my loss, it's his. 3. The best revenge is silence. Ladies, let's talk about revenge. Because when you feel ignored, your first instinct might be to prove a point, make him jealous, make him suffer, post quotes online so he knows you're hurting. But here's the secret. The best revenge isn't anger. It's silence. It's indifference. It's building a life so beautiful that his absence feels irrelevant. Imagine this. You built a house with this man, but one day he kicks you out into the rain. You're freezing, hurt, desperate. Your first impulse might be to burn the house down, but even if you succeed, you're still left with ashes, still cold, still homeless. The smarter move? Build your own castle. Build a life so whole and unshakable that you no longer care if he notices or not. And funny enough, when you finally detach, that's when 99% of men come crawling back. But by then, you'll be the queen at the top of your tower saying, "Sorry, sir, you no longer belong in my kingdom." 4. Don't fake detachment. Live it. This is where so many women trip up, Queen. A man pulls away, and instead of truly letting go, they put on a performance. Suddenly the Instagram feed is filled with strong woman quotes, exaggerated yoga selfies, or forced happy captions. But deep down, the energy is off. Here's the truth. Men can feel when you're pretending, if you're still stalking his profile, still checking if he watched your story, or still venting to your friends about him. You're not detached, you're just acting. And that performance? It only feeds his ego. Real detachment isn't loud. It's silent. It's calm. It's when you're so focused on your own joy, your own glow-up, your own peace, that you forget to care whether he notices or not. That's when the shift happens. That's when your energy changes. And funny enough, that's usually when his phone suddenly remembers your number. Not because you chased, not because you posted, but because you finally stopped giving him free rent in your mind. 5. Redefine what giving really means. This is one of the biggest mistakes so many women make in relationships. We're natural givers. We give our time, our attention, our love, our forgiveness, even when he hasn't truly earned it. Deep down, we hope that if we give enough, he'll wake up one day and realize our worth. But here's the truth, Queen. That's not how the male mind works. A man doesn't value what's simply handed to him. He values what he has to work for, invest in, and protect. Think about it. When you've poured your heart into something, when you've sacrificed and invested your energy, don't you hold on to it more tightly? The same psychology applies to men. If you're always the one texting first, always forgiving before he even apologizes, always fixing the problems he created, then you're teaching him one dangerous lesson. You'll always be there, no matter what he does. And when a man feels that level of safety without effort, he starts taking you for granted. Not because he's evil, but because the human brain is wired to devalue what feels too easy. Now here's the shift. Real giving isn't about overextending yourself until you're emotionally drained. Real giving is rooted in love, not desperation. It's about offering affection when it's reciprocated, support when it's earned, and forgiveness when it's truly deserved. It's about giving from a place of fullness, not emptiness. And here's the most important part. You must leave space for him to show up for you. Space for him to text first, plan the date, solve the issue, fight for the relationship. Because when a man invests in you, that's when his love deepens. That's when he feels connected, not just entertained. So Queen, if you're giving and he's giving the bare minimum, don't give more. Pause. Reclaim your energy, your time, your worth. If he can't rise to meet you, he was never your match. Real love isn't one-sided effort. It's a flow that goes both ways. So, my love, when a man ignores you, remember, don't chase, choose yourself. Don't feed ego, heal your heart. Don't fake detachment, live it. Don't give endlessly, receive with grace. The moment you shift from him to you rise, you glow, you reclaim your crown. And nothing is more unforgettable than a woman who can't be broken by silence.